It's going down. Shalom. First and foremost, giving all praises, honor, glory, respect, and blessings to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachakwadash. Salutations to the Lord's elect of the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth and sincerity while patiently waiting for Yahweh Shai's return. And double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, which have taught us everything we know through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And welcome to another series of It's Going Down, being brought to you by the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. U.S. steps up training for Ukrainian military. Media. So it says, Pentagon reportedly said hundreds of Ukrainian service members are being trained in Europe by American instructors. The United States is stepping up its training program aimed at familiarizing more Ukrainian troops with American-made weapons being supplied to Kiev by Washington, The Hill reported on Thursday, citing unnamed Pentagon officials. According to the outlet, hundreds of Ukrainian service members are currently being trained by the American instructors in a number of European countries where they are acquainted with U.S.-made artillery systems, drones, and radars. The Hill report pointed out that the latest numbers revealed by the United States defense officials indicated a major increase compared to just about a dozen such troops in April. Over 220 Ukrainian troops have now been trained in the United States manufactured artillery, including the 155mm 5777 howitzer, 90 of which Washington has pledged to provide to Kiev, the outlet said. 20 more Ukrainian service members on Sunday completed their training program on the state-of-the-art Phoenix Ghost loitering munition. A senior U.S. defense official cited the Hill reportedly said on Monday that another 50-plus Ukrainian troops were going to embark on a training course later this week. The United States Army Brigadier General Joseph E. Hilbert, the head of the 7th Army Training Command in Europe, told journalists on Tuesday that the U.S. instructors were running them through a streamlined course here on the new equipment that they'll be receiving. He noted that the goal in all of this is to get them back as soon as possible so that then they can train others within their army on the equipment. Okay, and everything that I'm reading about here is prophecy. As a matter of fact, let's go to Joel chapter 3 verse 9. Because ultimately this is really the Lord that's getting these military men ready for war. Okay, the Lord is the one mustering the host of the battle. And Lord's willing to get that too. Joel 3 verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. The Gentiles are talking about the biblical Edomites, which are so-called white people. The Gentiles is talking about the Hamites, which are Africans. The Gentiles are talking about them fake-ass Jews in the land of Israel. They are descendants of Amalek. Amalek is a descendant of Esau. Okay, Esau is called Edom in the book of Genesis, the 36th chapter, and Genesis, the 25th chapter. So those fake-ass Jewish people in the land of Israel calling themselves Jewish, and they are not. They are really descendants of Esau. Okay, they descend from Amalek, who is a descendant of Esau. Okay, the Gentiles is also talking about the Moabites, which are the Chinese, the Ammonites, which are the Japanese, the East Indians, which are the biblical Elamites, the Hawaiians, which are the biblical Japhetic people, the Samoans, which are the biblical Japhetic people. These are your Gentiles of Joel 3 and 9. And here's the point. Prepare war. And that's what they're doing. The Lord is putting the spirit on these nations to make preparations for war. But for what war? World War III. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Okay? So that's all I'm going to read there. The Lord of hosts muster the battle. Because the Lord is the one that's rallying up these troops for World War III. Okay, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 13, verse 4. The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people. Because back in the ancient world, when nations would go to war, They would go to war by the tens of thousands. So it was just constant yelling, screaming, swords clashing against armor, horses, the feet of horses prancing on the ground, etc., etc. It says a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. The Lord of hosts. Okay, when you look up the word host, I believe it goes back to the Hebrew tazadak. I mean, I could be wrong, but I believe it means army. So the Lord of hosts, the Lord of armies, mustereth the host of the battle. So the Lord is the one mustering the host of the battle. Just real quick, I'll just do this. I ain't about to waste any time. I can find it here. Isaiah chapter 13, verse 4. Let's look up host real quick, and then I'm gonna look up mustereth. Okay. Tazabah. So it's Tazabah. Okay, so it's Tazabah. Okay, and it means army. So it's Tazabah. And then let's look up mustereth, which I'm pretty sure it means gather. Okay, and that word there is what is that? Paquad. Okay. So it says here to attend to, muster, reckon, visit, punish, appoint, pay attention to, observe, to seek, look about, visit, punish, muster. Okay, be visited, appointed, watch over, muster, call up. See that? Call up. To be called to account. Okay, see, to commit. So the Lord is he's calling them. He's calling them to the battle, ultimately to bring judgment on them. With that, I'm going to say, Shalom is on to the next one.